What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to tonight's transfer news roundup. I'm going to be talking about the bombshell that was dropped earlier on, which is an incoming bid for Lucho Diaz from Saudi Arabia for 50 million quid. We're going to be looking at the potential incomings in midfield and a few other bits and pieces over the next 8 to 10 minutes. As always, we'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section. Please do drop a like on the video, and if you haven't hit that subscribe button, we're closing right in on 180,000 members of the Anfield Agenda community, so your support would be very much appreciated. Also want to just point out that we are back every night doing live streams on YouTube from 8:30, so if you want to catch us, you want to get your questions answered, jump in. Tomorrow we've got the watch along from 5 p.m. against Karlsruhe. Game kicks off at 5:30, so hope to see you here from 5 o'clock. But look, let's get straight into it tonight because there's a lot to go through. First, a positive little update. Fabio Carvalho scored today in his first appearance for RB Leipzig in their 7-0 victory over FC Grima, or Grima. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to pronounce that. There is this mad pattern though, right, about German clubs or Italian clubs going out in pre-season and winning games like cricket scores. Like, I think Bayern Munich won 27-0, 28-0, something like that today. I often wonder what's the point with these type of friendlies, but maybe it's just a fitness thing. But the update was just on Fabio getting himself a goal, so well done to him. Now, there's something that caught my eye today, and I want to move on to talk about Diaz in a minute, and I want to finish up by talking about a potential incoming as well. But there's been a couple of certain words I look for when I'm looking at journalist thoughts, and there's similarities starting to come out, and I'd love your thoughts on it. So let me make it make sense for you. David Lynch has said, it feels more likely that a left field solution, meaning an unlikely solution that we haven't spoken about, to the unexpected problem of losing a holding midfielder will suddenly emerge rather than one of the aforementioned players being signed. Now, in its own, this is just one man's opinion, but I will add to this Melissa Reddy's piece from Sky, where she's finished off the tweets in the chain where she said, a stealth signing is possible, or Liverpool love a stealth signing, or something along those lines. And it made me think, do these guys know something we don't know? Has Liverpool's focus had to shift? Because losing Fabinho means you're losing a lot of experience. If you add Jordan Henderson on top of that being lost, well then you can't just bring in Lavia, because that won't give you the experience you need. Now, obviously, we've spoken about Joshua Kimmich on tonight's stream. Joshua Kimmich, for me, would be a great addition. Don't know how expensive he'd be, but he is still, I think, 28 years of age. Then we can speak about Palhinha. If you want to look at him, well, you're going to have to spend a lot of money. Because today, West Ham had a £45 million bid turned down from Fulham. So you would imagine that number is going to have to be significantly higher to get him out of Craven Cottage. So I would say that's not really an option. Joshua Kimmich is interesting, though. My own personal favourite solution to the midfield situation would be to go ahead and sign Lavia. I think we can get Lavia for mid-30s, maybe up to 40 million, and then add in a bit of experience. Now, whether that's experience is somebody like Sofian Amrabat from Fiorentina, who it's believed will be available for about 25 million, or you go for somebody like Joshua Kimmich. Now, I won't lie, I'd love Joshua Kimmich to come to Liverpool Football Club. Add in his experience, his versatility to the youthful exuberance of Romeo Lavia, and on top of the great signings we've made in Alexis McAllister and Dominic Szoboszlai, I think it's fantastic, and I think it would be a great solution to this headache, because it is a headache. I knew, and you guys probably knew, and Jurgen Klopp certainly knew, that there was going to be interest in Fabinho. We knew when Nuno took over his role, having worked together, that it became very clear that he was going to put an offer in for Fabinho. And I think Liverpool are doing the right thing in taking the £40 million for a couple of reasons. One, if a player wants to move, you don't want an unhappy player here. And two, I think they've overpaid. I don't think Fabinho's worth 40 million based off what we've seen last year. Yes, he was up and down, but I think 40 million is an acceptable number. But you can't ignore the lack of experience. So that's where we need to bring in somebody for the fourth midfielder with that experience. If it's Kimmich, if it's somebody else, we're going to have to wait and see. But that's my thought process on that anyway. Now, I do want to move towards Lucho Diaz and the title of tonight's stream, or video I should say. And you're probably wondering, what's he on about with the selling club? So let me read out the information and then we'll get to the point that I'm trying to make. So multiple sources today have spoken about a potential bid coming in from Saudi Arabia from Al Hilal for Lucho Diaz. But when Pepe Sierra and Paul Joyce speak up, we listen. Pepe Sierra has been amazing with all things Lucho Diaz. He was one of the first to break the story of him coming to Liverpool. And this is what he's had to say. The interest of Al Hilal in Luis Diaz is real. However, no offer has come to Liverpool, but at the moment, the club has no intention to sell the player. And he says the information comes in conjunction with Paul Joyce. He goes on to say, in addition, the Reds consider that £50 million would be a very low offer for him. And they're right, because we paid, if you include all the potential add-ons, £47-48 million. So £50 million is not going to be a number that Liverpool will be interested in. But to me, it goes far deeper than this. We've lost Fabinho, not much we could do there. We may lose Henderson, again, not much we could do there. But one of my favourite aspects of the past 3 to 4 years has been that we haven't had to sell any players that Jurgen Klopp doesn't want to sell. We haven't lost Mohamed Salah. We never lost any of our stars until Liverpool decided it may be time for them to move on, or their contracts came to an end. So I don't want us to be put back in this position where we're looking over our shoulders to think, will Liverpool potentially sell? So I think and I believe Liverpool will hold firm, and whatever offer comes in, unless it's absolute lunacy, and I don't believe it to be, I don't think there's any chance that Lucho Diaz moves on. And I think that's the right call, because we have to lay down a marker here. We can't become a selling club again. We can't be pushed around again. There are some players that have a price. I don't think 50 million is anywhere near the number to get Lucho Diaz out of Liverpool. And I think our forward line is very balanced. Himself, Cody Gakpo, Darwin Núñez, Mohamed Salah, Diogo Jota, and then some young players, obviously, like Cade Gordon, Ben Doak, Harvey Elliott, and some others coming through. So, all good there. Don't need to move them on. Don't need to do anything. But as I said, it is more deep than just one player. It is being shown the world. We're not going to be pushed around. Yes, the money from Saudi Arabia is big, but ultimately success to Liverpool Football Club is more important to us. So I don't think there's any chance Liverpool sell him, and I think it's the right call. And I'd love to know what you guys think really on this one. I'm very interested, so do let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And finally tonight, a name that we've spoken about, I guess in small parts on the channel, but has been linked to us once again, is somebody who I'd be all for, and that is Toyin Koopmeiners of Atalanta. So Mark Douglas of The Eye has said that he's been watched by Liverpool scouts over the past 12 months, and this makes sense because he's the type of player that I think would do very well in a Jurgen Klopp system. Now, he's not mentioned any price point here that Liverpool could potentially look to pay if they go to Atalanta to try and prize him away from Gasperini, but I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say no with him and Lavia coming in. I wouldn't say no with Sophie and Amrabat and Lavia coming in. Lavia and a bit of experience is where I'm going with this. So now it is over to you, and let me know what you guys think, what you think might happen before the window closes with regards to incomings and, of course, potentially outgoings. That's pretty much it for me tonight. But as always, thank you for your continued support. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to join us for watch alongs to this season, good news, we're back here on YouTube where we belong. And if you'd like to come and see us live, the only show we have available right now is in Dublin, August the 4th. You can get your tickets via the link in the description or just go to thesugarclub.com. We're hoping to add a Cardiff show soon, but as of right now, you've got just over 2 weeks until the Dublin show. There are still tickets available. I'm looking forward to meeting you all on the night, and thank you for your support again. Looking forward to reading your comments. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.